He has 3 private jets with Guyana tails. He can buy an entire Caribbean island before breakfast. Forbes has never printed his name, yet in 2025, he is worth an estimated $2.4 billion US, more than every other Guyanese combined. This is the insane, almost unbelievable luxury empire of the man they quietly call the Real President of Guyana, Azruddin Mohamed. Don't click away, because the way he turned a wooden boat and a few cases of smuggled whiskey into a billion-dollar dynasty will leave you speechless. Early life: 1971, Rose Hall Town, Corentyne, Guyana. Azruddin is born in a tiny wooden house on stilts with no running water and 8 people sharing 2 bedrooms. His father farms rice. His mother sells snow cones on the seawall. At age 10, he's already waking up at 4 a.m. to load trucks with rice bags just to put food on the table. At 14, he quits school and starts running cigarettes, whiskey, and Brazilian electronics across the Corentyne River in a small wooden boat at night. One trip nets him $8,000 cash, more than his father makes in 2 years. By 19, he owns 7 boats and controls 70% of the black market liquor trade from number 63 Beach to New Amsterdam. In 1993, at just 22, the government starts selling off bankrupt sugar estates for pennies on the dollar. Azruddin borrows $180,000 from family and friends, buys 4,000 acres of abandoned cane land nobody wanted, and flips half of it in 18 months for $4.2 million cash. His first legal fortune is made before most people finish college. Gold rush years: 2008. Gold hits $1,900 an ounce. While everyone is chasing plots in Mahdia, Azruddin quietly leases 180,000 acres in Region 8 and Region 10 that the big Canadian companies called uneconomical. He brings in Chinese dredges, builds his own roads, and by 2016, his company, Mohamed's Mining Inc., is pulling 68,000 ounces a year. That's $120 to $140 million in pure profit every single year, after expenses. He reinvests every cent into more land, more equipment, and more payroll. By 2020, he employs over 6,000 Guyanese directly, more than the government in some regions, and pays them double the national average wage. Quietly, he becomes the largest private employer in the interior. The oil boom jackpot: 2015. ExxonMobil announces the biggest oil find of the decade off Guyana's coast. Azruddin had already spent the previous 8 years buying up every swampy, mosquito-infested parcel along the Burbus and Demerara coast that locals laughed at. Overnight, those worthless lands become the only deep-water port locations available. He builds 3 private ports, 6 supply bases, 2 helicopter pads, and worker camps for 4,000 expatriates. Exxon, Hess, and CNOOC pay him $220 million a year in rent and service contracts, locked in for 25 years. His construction arm, AZR Construction, wins every major road and bridge contract in Regions 3, 4, 5, and 6. One single 42-kilometer road to the Liza Destiny FPSO earned him $380 million profit. By 2025, his oil-related companies alone generate $1.1 billion in annual revenue, with 87% profit margin because he owns the land, the ports, the trucks, the cranes, everything. The insane 2025 car collection. Parked inside a climate-controlled warehouse bigger than most malls. Bugatti Chiron Pur Sport, $4.8 million, flown in on a Russian Antonov. Lamborghini Urus Performante Mansory, gold-wrapped. Rolls-Royce Phantom 8, extended with Starlight headliner and Guyana plate, a ZRU1. Rolls-Royce Cullinan black badge on 26-inch Forgiatos. 2 Mercedes Maybach G650 landaulettes, only 99 ever made. Bentley Bentayga Mulliner, pearl white for his wife. Full bulletproof fleet of Range Rover Sentinels and Cadillac Escalade the Beast replicas. He changes supercars the way most people change phones. Private jets and Sky Palace. Tail numbers GYAZR, GYAZR2, GYAZR3. Gulfstream G700, brand new 2025 model, $82 million. Bombardier Global 8000, fastest civilian jet in the world, $81 million. Sikorsky S-92, VIP helicopter, painted matte black. He flies Georgetown, Miami for lunch, Georgetown, Dubai for dinner, Georgetown, his private island for the weekend. Fuel bill, $9 million a year. He pays it cash, no financing. Real estate empire. 72,000 square feet mega mansion on 52 acres in Pradoville. 2 18 bedrooms, indoor mosque, 2 nightclubs, underground garage for 40 cars, helipad on the roof. Estimated build cost, $68 million. 140-acre private island in the Essequibo with 7 villas, 5,000-foot airstrip, shark tank aquarium, and submarine dock. Bought 2018 for $14 million cash, now valued at $180 million. The entire 38th to 41st floors of the new Pegasus Marquis Tower in Georgetown, one continuous 30,000 square foot penthouse. Oceanfront mansion on Palm Island, St. Vincent. Brickell Flatiron penthouse in Miami, 12,000 square feet, $42 million. Secret 600-acre ranch in Leatham with private airstrip and purebred Brahman cattle. Every single property paid for in full, no mortgage ever. The Quiet Power and 2025 net worth breakdown. Sources inside Guyana's banking and real estate circles confirm the 2025 numbers. Gold and timber division, $500 million. Oil logistics and construction, $1.4 billion. Real estate holdings, $480 million. Cash, private investments, bullion, $400+ million. Total liquid and illiquid net worth, 2.4 to 2.6 billion US dollars. He pays more corporate and personal tax than the next 1,000 richest Guyanese combined, yet you'll never see him on a Forbes list because every company is privately held in family trusts. From smuggling whiskey across the river in a wooden boat, to owning more private jets than Caribbean Airlines and more coastline than some countries. Azruddin Mohamed didn't just get rich, he quietly bought the future of an entire nation and turned it into one of the biggest hidden fortunes on Earth. Drop A if Caribbean billionaires are built different. And tell me in the comments, private island or private G700, which one you taking first? Smash that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications, because next Sunday we're exposing another low-key billionaire who's even richer than this. This is their profiles. See you at the top.